Hey guys, Blank back again with some more Maple Story. I think this time I'll try to get to level maybe 20, 30 if I'm feeling up for it, but I don't know how fast I'll be leveling up. This server does have 2 times the XP rate, so it'll be a bit more bearable than normal. But yeah, first off we'll start off with the Dark Worlds quest. 20 stumps, can probably manage that. Let's do that for now, and we'll spend a bit more time talking about Glorious Maple. Oh, that damage is not bad. What level is my 3 snails? I think I have a lot of blue snail shells. Yeah, level 2. Okay, good. I can use... Oh, I've got one blue snail shell now. Okay, I guess that was kind of pointless. But whatever, let's kill this stumps to this guy. Double stab's actually pretty strong, surprisingly. Yeah, so last time I talked about how I talked about the skills. Maybe we should go through. Oh, I'm out of MP already. Jesus. Do I have any MP pots bound? I don't think so. I don't have any HP pots bound either. Okay, 100 of these. Oh, I just got rid of my double stab. Oops. Okay. Let's put double stab back. While we're here, let's take a look at the skills. So, Nimble Body increases accuracy and avoidability. Keen Eyes increases throwing weapon range. Disorder is a debuff. Lucky 7, throw 2 stars. Dark Sight, become invisible. And Double Stab, which is just the double stab. So the thing with this game is that you don't have enough points to level up every skill. So you need to choose which ones you want, and like you can only have those. So you'd think like the most intuitive thing is like your double stab, which is like your main attacking skill. You should be leveling this up first, right? And maxing it. But actually, look at what double stab does. All it does is like damage, right? And where is my stats? And yeah, since it's only doing damage, it's actually a very common like type of skill. So let's see, what should I max? I think I'll put 3 points into it. I think I'll just max Disorder first. Yeah, so what they don't tell you about your skills is that when you advance to second job as a bandit, you actually get a new skill called Savage Blow. And what this does is it's like double stab, but instead of doing 2 hits, it does 6. And like you can see, once you have this skill, like you have literally no reason to use double stab ever again. So if you choose to max out double stab in first job, you're actually losing out, because like the other first job skills, I mean, they're not even that good, so it's not a big deal. Like Disorder is the other option, and it'll just debuff the opponent. Like they'll lose weapon attack and weapon defense, and that's pretty garbage as well, right? Because like it's not a buff on yourself, it's a buff that you have to cast on like every single enemy. And who's bothered to do that? Like, it's a million times faster to just kill the enemy. Like, if you got time to debuff them, you may as well just like kill them, right? So there's no reason like to use it really, but it could have like a niche use. Like, I don't think it works on bosses, so it's still useless in that regard. But like it still could have like a niche use, for example. Whereas double stab, it's completely like obsoleted by Savage Blow. So putting points into double stab is actually like a mistake here. Okay, give me some potions. Second training. Okay, what do? 50 stump. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. It's a big number. Damn. Okay. But yeah, so once you get Savage Blow, you have no need to use double stab ever again. So putting points into double stab is actually a waste. And like the next job is at level 30. So I have between levels 10 and 30 to get skill points. So 20 levels, and I get 3 per level, so I have 60 points. And these skills max at level 20. That means I can only have 3 of them. So if I had to pick 3, I would pick Dark Sight, I'd pick Disorder, and I'd pick Nimble Body. Because like those are permanent like buffs for your character, Nimble Body. And Disorder is like, Dark Sight is good, and Disorder is like essential. Oh, no, not essential, Dark Sight is like essential. Disorder is just like, has a use after after first job, whereas double stab doesn't. And I'm using so much MP as well, and I'm not even hitting the mom. Well, I have a lot of potions, it should be right. It's another thing I didn't really enjoy about this game. Like, you literally have to mash potions. It's like so potion dependent. You would buy like hundreds of potions at a time, and you would just have to keep your inventory stock full of potions that like even do anything. And like, yeah, see, my MP just ran out again. I didn't even like level up, and it just takes like forever to do anything. And you would always have to like buy potions, and then like, you know, in the middle of a party quest, if you wanted to go get some more potions, like, it was called repotting, and like during a party quest, only one party could enter at a time for a lot of them. So that means if one, like, you would have to like fight other people to get into the room. Well, not like actually fight them, but like, you know, race them, like get in there before they do. And if you had like, if someone in your party had to go and like buy potions, then you basically lost your spot in the room, and you wouldn't be able to play the party quest until like you find an open spot, and that could take ages. Like, if you just waited for the guys to finish, it'll take like 20 minutes, and then there's no guarantee that you actually get the room. Like, they could just get in there before you again, and you just wouldn't be able to get in, and you'd have to wait like even longer. So yeah, that was quite poor for the system to like work like that as well, because like when you're training, you don't want to have to like, I mean, it's also kind of stupid to have everyone like spam their skills like for free, but I think it's like equally as dumb for like, you have like the game to be so like, wow, there's so many axe stomps and stuff. That was it always that strong up there? I remember the green mushrooms, I don't remember the axe stomps. But yeah, like, the game is really dependent on your usage of potions, and if you didn't have any, you're basically stuck using normal attacks, which is like, as you can see, it's like a million times slower to just use a normal attack. So that's quite terrible. But you know, I don't really agree with the idea of having all your skills free either. I'm not like entirely sure what the solution is. Maybe just make like your skills cost less of a proportion of your MP pool. That could work. That totally hit the mushroom, what the hell. Oh, I got some shoes. I think there's a thief's shoes. Might be able to wear those later. It's actually taking a fair bit of time. I mean, 50 stump is like a pretty big number, to be honest. And the spawn here is not amazing. There's probably a better map somewhere, but I can't quite remember where it might be. Oh, scroll. Scroll for cape for M something. I bet it's magic defense. That's like the most useless type of scroll. Yeah, defense is another thing that didn't mean much in this game. Like, it would really not make that much of a difference to be like worth scrolling anything for defense. And like defensive buffs and skills and stuff, like they existed, and like you used them because you had them, but like they weren't good enough to warrant like actually like focusing on, I guess. Like, they would never be like the priority. I mean, I've been spending a lot of this time, like today and back in the other video, just like complaining about all the things wrong with the game. And like, I do think the game is bad. Like, it's quite it could use a lot of work, let's put it that way. But that may give like the wrong impression. Oh, what was the quest this time? 80 stump, are you serious? Should find a better spot. Maybe on this side. Yeah, I've said a lot of not so good things. Oh, hang on. There's a quest over there too. Actually, I have a lot of quests available. I should accept a bunch of them and see. Stump Horror Story. Oh yeah, there's lots of stumps in Perion. I should go there. Wing the Fairy, Stump Horror Story. Oh, the Nautilus one's good too. I'm bored. Okay, what does he want? He's the one that uses the cape. There you go, the quiz. Okay. Which of these monsters not New Koning City? Rubendig. Okay. Hector. NPCs. Alan. To Orbis, need to go through a linear. Cool. 40 tree branches and 40 squishy liquids. Okay. Oh, okay. I've actually got enough tree branches. Exactly enough, actually. It's nice. Squishy liquids, where am I gonna get those? Whatever. I'll go to Perion and I'll do the stump quest at the same time. Okay, how much money do I have, by the way? Well, I just spent like half my money on a taxi. It's great. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, better go find what's her name? Arya or something. She's over here, I believe. Ah yeah, okay, yes. What I need to do? 50 stumps. Okay, I was gonna do 80 anyway, so not a problem. And the Perion music is a bit, I don't know, it's not the greatest, but it's appropriate definitely for the area. Oh, this is a secret portal to the map of the Wild Boars. I remember those. Is there not a better map with stumps? I remember there were more stumps than this. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Well, thankfully I've got a fair bunch of versions, but I don't think the stock game was like this. It was probably something the private server admins added on, because getting potions is quite a pain. Yeah, and I haven't been picking up arrows really. I haven't been like intending to pick up arrows just because like they sell for nothing, so there's like literally no point to pick up arrows. Like if they sold for even like one mesa, I would like just pick it up because I could sell it, and like it's no effort really to pick up, but like it's literally zero. You get actually nothing selling them, so there isn't really any reason to pick them up. Oh, here are some stumps. And dark stump too. Okay, dark stump's gonna take me ages to kill. I feel like I might need to kill dark stump later for a quest anyway. Too many dark stumps here. I want to kill a normal stump. Leveling sure is taking a while, and this is with 2 times the XP. Imagine what it would be like in like stock maple. Quite the adventure. You can see why I like it. I never wanted to get past level 40 or whatever, just because it took too long. Maybe up there there's might put more stumps. Oh, they hit 40. That's a lot. Okay, it doesn't look like it. I can't jump down from here. Oh, I missed. Whatever, no big deal. I just climb back up. I should check what scroll I got, and magic defense, yeah, useless. And these shoes, well, they're under average, as expected. Put some points into my... Oh, I haven't used disorder yet, have I? Should probably show what that does. May as well since I've got it. And put more points into luck. You can see my range is increasing. My attack range up here by putting points into luck. Well, there's another trap for bandits actually. There's two types of daggers in this game. So the daggers will require dex, like both daggers require dex, and some will require luck, and some will require strength. And you know, like intuitively you'd think like, oh, if you're a bandit you're doing like physical attacks with like a dagger, you know, strength is the stat you need to do the most damage, right? But that's actually false. You need luck to do damage, and it's just based on your class. And like some daggers have a requirement for both luck and strength, if I remember correctly. And these daggers would be like the worst because no class uses luck and strength. But if you fell for the trap and you put points into strength, like strength would increase your damage, but only by a little bit. If you put points into luck, you would get a lot more damage. Yeah, that's disorder. Look how weak it is. But it debuffs, so that's alright. But yeah, if you put points into strength, you would get a little bit of damage. But if you put all your points into luck, you get a lot more damage. So there was like no reason to use the strength daggers at all. And like warriors wouldn't use daggers either, because you know swords were like the best type of weapon anyway. No one would ever want to use a dagger. And there's actually a caveat to using daggers, because you might think like, you know, they have faster attack speed, so you can do more like damage per second, more DPS, right? And this, you know, this might be true. I'm not 100% sure, but the actual damage calcs are different depending on the weapon. So like, even if the weapon attack is the same, like just based on the type of weapon it is, it would do a different amount of damage. So like if you had a polearm that had like 20 weapon attack, and you had a sword that had 20 weapon attack, the polearm would always do more damage, even though it would probably have a slower attack speed. So like depending on the calcs, like certain weapons were like better for certain things. Like I mentioned last time, how the attack animation you do, like you can do a swing or a stab or whatever, and they do different amounts of damage. For a spearman, you had the option to be like use a spear or use a polearm, and you couldn't do both. Like you would have spear mastery and polearm mastery, and you didn't have enough points to max both, so you had to pick one. And polearms are generally better than spears because they have the two slashing attacks, as opposed to I mean, like you have two slashing attacks and one stabbing attack, which makes you do like 2/3 of the time you get a slash, and with a polearm that's better, and with a spear a stab is better, obviously. So polearm would be better in that regard, but the thing is, with a spearman, in your third job, you get a new skill called, I can't remember what it's called. It's Dragon something, because the job was like Dragon Knight, and it was Dragon something. But this skill, it would be like 3 or 4 stabs, like all in a row. So you would always get a stab, like no matter what, when you use the skill. Which meant like it would always use your stab calc, and this was like your main attacking skill. So like in that regard, it was actually a lot better to use a polearm. I mean, use a spear instead. Okay, finally done with this quest. 80 stumps. Where am I gonna get 40 squishy liquids then? Probably have to go to Alinea for that, just because that's where all the slimes are at. There aren't even that many slimes in Koning. How am I supposed to find 40 squishy liquids in Koning? Whatever, we'll find out. Okay, let's see what else Ian wants me to do. 300 EXP. That's not even that much. Okay, that's all she wants me to do. Okay, I guess I'll spend the rest of my money to get back to Koning. Seems like kind of a waste. But walking is just so slow, I can't be fucked. At least Koning's close, so I don't have to pay as much. Well, that's another thing they fixed. If you look at the world map, where's my world map? You can see how like certain towns go to like every other town, and because Koning is close to Perion, it costs 800. But if I wanted to go from Koning to Alinea, it'd be far, so I'd have to pay 1,200. Nowadays in Maple, there's just like a central, like Sleepywood is just like a little hub. And you know, in this version of Maple, you could only get there from Perion, from Hennessy's, or from Koning, I believe. Like you couldn't get there directly from Lith Hub or Alinea. There's only 3 routes there, but now every town leads to Sleepywood, or it leads to like this big tree in the middle. And you could go in there to get to Sleepywood, or you could just go through to another town to get to Alinea, or like any other town. So to get to Sleepywood, it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maps. Whereas in current Maple, you take 2 maps and get to the middle, and then 2 more maps to get to the other side. So like everything was connected. So it's a lot easier to get around, and that normalized the taxi prices as well. Everything is 1,000 now. Okay, Newcrest, last training session. Dark Stumps, I bet you it's Dark Stumps. Oh, 10 Octopus. Okay, Octopus is cool. I don't mind Octopus. Octopus, huh? I actually remember going to train on Octopi quite a lot because there was a hidden map in Koning City. It was called Hidden Street Construction Site or something like that. And not many people go there, but for like low level EXP, it actually wasn't that bad. I can't remember if it was good or not. It probably was actually. But yeah, that was where I'd go to train all my low level characters. Nowadays there's a lot better training spots that make you level up a lot faster. Not to mention the game makes you level up a lot faster anyway, so you don't really have to bother with training. Like I'm pretty sure if you do quests these days, you could just let's not die here. Was it up here? Ah, there's an octopus. Oh, these are strong. Let's see if I can remember where the map is. I probably can't. Octopi are really fast. Well, I don't remember this. Did my free snows just miss? I remember like one of the best things about this skill is it's not supposed to miss. So you can use it to like hit high level mobs. Oh, that didn't level me up. Shit. Okay, you leveled me up. Okay, good. Was it here? It was inside one of these doors. Pretty sure. Maybe this one. Where is it? Is it not this map? Guess not. Maybe it's the next one then. Yeah, let's check over there. Oh yeah, the other thing I was going to mention about weapon attack speeds, I totally forgot. The weapon attack speeds are... Oh yeah, it's definitely this map. I remember this one. You have to go all the way to the top and then get on top of that traffic barrier sort of thing. So yeah, the other thing about weapon attack speeds is the thing with fast attack speed is like your attack animation is too fast, and what that would do is like it would cause the enemy to get knocked back like faster than they would walk towards you, which meant that if you hit them too many times before they died, you would push them back so far that your next swing would miss. And when you missed on them, they would have enough time to walk up and hit you again. So just like that, yeah. Obviously it didn't happen that time because I killed it before it reached me, but like that's one of the downsides of having a faster weapon as well. See how it's like slowly moving back, and then see I missed there? It was actually fast enough to recover to hit him again, but you'd have to be mindful of this. Where's the traffic barrier thing? Is it not here? Was it the one down there? I remember it was all the way at the top. Maybe not. No, it's not this one. Oh, where is it? Oh, whatever. I'll just kill this last octopus up there and it'll be good. Okay, let's go. That was okay. Oh shit. Those things hit a lot. Yeah, it's coming back to me. There will always be like random super strong monsters. Just like somewhere you wouldn't expect, and then it would just like give you so much trouble. As a thief I was alright because I had Dark Sight. Dark Sight was great. I think I can't remember which job. I think it was a bandit. I'm not 100% sure. It was either a bandit or assassin, obviously. But one of them in their third job, I think, had a skill that actually used Dark Sight. So if you attack out of Dark Sight, it was like an ambush or something, and it would do more damage. Because in Dark Sight, you couldn't attack, obviously. Otherwise, that'd be pretty unfair. But if you attack out of Dark Sight, it would cancel your Dark Sight, and oh nice, return 10 hound spells. That's what I wanted. Okay, we're done with him. Okay, what are the next quests? Oh, Nautilus has a bunch of quests that should be reasonably easy. Should I get the slimes first? Don't really want to. But the Icarus Cape is nice too. Elenia is fine. Let's go to Hen. So what do I want to do in Hennessy's? Nothing really, huh? Okay, whatever. Let's go to Elenia. We'll kill the slimes, and then from Elenia the walk to... Oh, there's a special portal here. Takes you to the pet thing. Yeah. My Elenia's music is so comfy. Yeah. So from Elenia, the walk to Nautilus isn't that far. So it should be alright. I think there's a quest here too. That dude wants something. Wing the fairy. Where is he? Oh, there was another like infamous sort of quest here. It was the this fairy, one of the fairies here. They wanted her Rowan. She wanted you to find her glass shoe from like fireballs or something, and it was like the rarest drop. You could never find it. But where is Wing? Needs help with my homework. He's in Elenia, right? Like, he has to be. Where is he? Maybe he's in like inside a tree or something, somewhere else. Well, he's definitely not here, and I can't be bothered to look for him, so guess he's gonna have to help himself out. I just go look for the slimes. Yeah, I needed the slimes in tree branches. This is actually probably a really good map to get both of them. Oh, this monster book as well. Like, I remember this monster book. Like, it's definitely... I don't think it was in this version of Maple though. It might have been an added feature. Oh, there's a lot of slimes here. How did they not hit any of the slimes? Unlock these. Did they always drop this commonly? I don't think so. Oh, stumps. probably a lot of slimes at the bottom, because slimes can jump off platforms, whereas other monsters, most of them couldn't. Guess I was wrong about that. No slimes at the bottom. And 40 squishy liquids, that's a lot. Whatever, I'll humor him. A bunch over here, like last time. This will take a bit of time. But like, then again, what in this game didn't take time, to be honest? I think there's a better slime map on the other side of the linear, but I can't really be bothered going over there. There was like a slime tree. Oh, and the problem is I have to collect the squishy liquids as well, it's not just killing the slimes. So, like, they don't always drop the squishy liquids, as you might have noticed. And that's sort of a pain. It doesn't really make sense that the monsters don't always drop their etc. drop. Because it's like, you know, the squishy liquid is part of the monster, like, why wouldn't it drop every time? Like, I can understand it not dropping money every time or something, but it doesn't have 100% drop rate of, like, the actual part of the, like, the monster that you're killing. I always found that to be a little bit strange. There were slimes here. I mean, or stomps. Let's try the next map. Oh, is this where the slime? Oh no, this is where the lupins are, I think. If I go up here. Oh, there's some slimes, but there's green mushrooms as well, and those are gonna kill me. Oh, let's switch to liquid. Oh crap, that does so much damage. It does more damage than my potions heal. That was another thing that I noticed a lot when I was playing. Like, a lot of these mobs would damage you more than your potions would heal, so you literally wouldn't have to do anything, you would just have to mash potions if you wanted to stay alive. And it wasn't really viable to train there. Like, it would be expensive to train in places. Oh, is this a slime tree? Not quite. Here's a slime. Oh, there's green mushrooms too though. Okay, but yeah, you wouldn't really want to train somewhere where the mobs did so much damage so you have to mash heaps of potions. So that was another downside. Oh, please tell me there's like a slime tree here somewhere. Don't have to go all the way back up there to find slimes to fight. So many green mushrooms. Can't really handle them properly yet. Okay, this time for sure. This tree. Yes, this is what I wanted. It's so painful that I don't have a mobbing skill. I have to kill all the slimes literally one by one. And like, bandits don't get a mobbing skill until 3rd job. I think a lot of classes, they didn't get mobbing skills until 3rd job. Actually no, I might be wrong about that. But bandits and assassins both, they didn't have any mobbing skills until 3rd job. you'd either have Lucky 7, or actually, yeah, it's even worse for assassins because they would only have Lucky 7. They wouldn't even get like a new attacking skill that was worthwhile in second job. But yeah, for bandits, you get Bandit Thieves, where like a bunch of ninjas come out from behind you, and they hit everything around you. And that became your main like training skill because it was a mob skill. Whereas for assassins, they would get, I can't remember what it's called, Avenger, I think, and they would just throw a big throwing star, and it could like pierce monsters, so they'd go through and hit the next one behind it. So that one was alright too. But yeah, up until the third job, you wouldn't have anything, so you just have to do like single target skills for all of them, like all of your training, which is like a pain. It's really tedious, you could say. Okay, there, all my slimes are done. Let's go down. There should be a portal to get out the bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of slimes. I should just come here first. Whatever. Now let's get to Nautilus. Nautilus has some cool quests. I remember this place. I remember when pirates were first added, I was like, oh, that's cool, there's a new class, and everyone, of course, made a pirate. And then, like, pirate became like a fifth class, so, you know, we thought, like, oh, that's how they're gonna add more classes, you know, they're just gonna be like a new base class. But it didn't actually work that way. Now there's still only like 5 classes, like warrior, thief, magician, pirate, and archer, or bowman, or whatever it's called. And like all the new jobs, like the new ones that got added, they're just like some subcategory of these, and like, but depending on which one, you'd have like a different tutorial and whatever. But yeah, the base classes are still all the same. So what did you want? Find the mana elixir. Where's the teleporty thing? Isn't that one over here? No, I guess not. Oh, this is where I have to go to the next part of the quest. Yeah, I want to do the Nautilus quests just because like there's a fair bunch of them in the same area, and they're quite trivial. Oh, here's the portal. Go to the harbor and find Bart. Okay. Yeah, so all I have to do is just go talk to like one guy, which is alright. I should get a mana elixir too. Leveled up. Okay, now it has to generate a stone. That was pretty good. Getting a lot of EXP for doing not much. Touch the stone. EXP, sweet. So just a bunch of EXP for doing nothing. Cool with that. Any other quests I can do here? Oh, level 15 quest. Oh, the jump quest. I actually kind of want to do that. More Nautilus quests. Yeah, let's do a couple of these. Where's this guy? Restaurant. Yes, this is what I want. What does he need? Kill some pigs. Easy. Where's the cleaning lady? What does she want? 50 ribbons. Okay, so I can do that together. What other Nautilus quests are there? find my glasses. That one's easy too, I can do that. Okay, yeah, I'll do those two too. Man, this game is so grindy already. Like, I feel like, you know, I'm doing quests, I'm not just training, so like it's slightly more interesting. I'm actually going around doing stuff, but all the quests end up just being like mostly like just fetch or kill quests. And I mean, there isn't really much else you can do with quests like these, so like, you can't really ask for much more, but I don't know, there isn't really anything I can say about it. It's just, that's how it is. The glasses somewhere around here. No, maybe over there. Gotta talk to the guy over there anyway. And these platforms are such weird shapes. Down here maybe? Found his glasses. Found some other glasses. Ah, found it. Okay. I'm gonna talk to this guy too. Okay, give this back to Bane. Okay, I guess I'll go down there, and then I'll hand in the dude's glasses as I head out to go kill some pigs. Where was that guy again? I think he was... I don't remember. Upstairs? It doesn't look like it. Let's try downstairs. Yes, he's over there. Okay. $20 red snails and 20 pigs. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna kill pigs anyway, and snails shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Oh, and I should hand in the other quest to the one from Icarus. Well, let's see how far I get for now, and then decide how much more I want to do today. Here's Abel. I'm going to 10 return scrolls on all this. That's convenient. So maybe I'll just do the pigs and then walk all the way to Hennessy's and take a taxi to oh, I can't even afford a taxi. Well, I'll get to Koenig somehow, and then hand in the quest, and then use the scrolls to get back to Nautilus later for whatever I was gonna do on those quests. Do I not have like a dagger or something that they gave me? This is a dagger, beginner thief's short sword, and fruit knife. It's literally the same thing. Okay, whatever. Let's kill some pigs. Oh, there's another quest. Black Magician's Token. Okay. Looks like I'm out of, wow, there's so many quests. Looks like I'm out of blue snail shells, so let's put it on to reds. Not that I'm gonna use it anyway. If I find a pig's head, I'll do the pig's head quest. If not, I'll just ignore it. Probably not worth much anyway. these ribbon pigs like do as much damage to me as my potions heal. So if I ever run out of potions, it'll be a bit of a problem. But I've got plenty. Should be alright for now. And like, I'm never gonna use red potions again anyway, so may as well just throw them all away now. Speaking of potions, like I mentioned before, one of the big problems, or one of the things I felt was a problem in this game was how reliant it was on potions. And the way they attempted to fix this was by just making everything drop more potions, which I don't really think is the right way to go about it, but I guess it's an improvement. What is this? Oh, this is the Dark Magician's thing. Black Magician's token. Pig's head is not that rare, so shouldn't be too hard to find. But then, if I find the pig's head, I'll need to collect 20 more pig ribbons because I need 50 for one quest and 20 for the other. Yeah, this is quite the grind. I needed to kill 30 of each, I believe. Oh, Parrot Hat. Oh, I think that's another thing that changed in recent Maple. Now, because equips were so hard to get, the drop rate of equips increased like a lot, and I feel like, I don't know if it's official, but like there's a really high chance of getting like equips for your class to drop. So like equipment that you could actually use, which is quite nice. Because at the moment I'm still using like the beginner equipment I've got from Maple Island, and like I literally have no money to buy new equipment. So the fact that the game actually gives you like the equipment now is quite pleasant actually. I think that's a natural improvement. Like the way, because like if you wanted to buy something, it'd cost you like a few thousand mesos, and I don't even have a few thousand, and that's just to buy one thing. So if you wanted to actually like get a full arsenal of gear that you'd need to, or for like your level, then it would cost you like tens of thousands of mesos. And this is at like the beginner level where literally every mob is dropping like 30 mesos. So it would totally like not be worth, because then by the time you like level up 5 times, you have access to like a whole new set of gear. And like, why would you want to use like lower level gear if you could use like better level gear? So there was like literally no purpose of getting like the low level gear, whereas nowadays like you have really high chances of getting item drops that you can use, and there's also like a lot of like stuff to help beginners out. Like you get a box of items or whatever every like 5 or 10 levels, and it just gives you like all the stuff you need. So it's quite rewarding. Well, not really rewarding, but oops, but better than what you would normally get. That's what I need. I need like 30 more pigs ribbons. Okay. Yeah, may as well just do that while I'm here then. avoid snails, I'll go to the other side of Hennessy's, where the Hennessy's hunting ground is. To get 50 pigs ribbons, I probably need to kill like 100 ribbon pigs. I don't think the drop rate is even 50%, it might be lower. Oh, there's Big's head. Okay, well, guess I'm doing both quests then. It's so annoying that the trees are in front and I can't see like the drops properly, or the mobs. This double stab is costing so much of my MP as well. If I don't use it, it will take literally ages to finish this. That was a good jump. I used to never be able to do that. I jump over mobs, especially pigs. So now I need like 70 ribbons, and I've got 26. We'll be here for a little while. Is there a better map of ribbon pigs? Actually, I think there is. And it's like literally connected to this map. Like if I just go up to the portal up there, pretty sure it's like a time dungeon with ribbon pigs in it, if memory serves. And I never really understood these time dungeons because like you go in and there'd be a timer and there was like the mobs there that you had to kill, or you didn't have to kill them but you could kill them, and it's great and all, but like the timer serves like literally no purpose other than not letting you stay for more than like 2 hours at once, and who's bothered to stay 2 hours anyway? I mean, I guess you sort of had to if you wanted to level up. If you're just grinding, then yeah, you'd stay, but like there's no limit to how often you could go in, so you could just like go in, train for 2 hours, and then the timer would run out, and then you could just like you'd be like booted from the map, and then you could literally just walk back in. So like there's no reason for the timer to be there, it's just another map. And like there's no reward or anything for finishing like a certain number of pigs in 2 hours or whatever. Like there was no reason at all, like it's just a map. There's no quest associated with it or challenge or anything. So I never really understood the purpose of this timer. But yeah, the map is a little bit nicer than the other one. Stuff's a bit more spread out and I can see what I'm doing. These pigs will take me a little while. Ah, this is a feather. I think that's the first feather I've gotten. And feathers aren't like uncommon either. It's strange that I only got one like just now. I haven't got a leather either. Leather is another thing that pigs drop. And yeah, I haven't gotten one. It's kind of interesting. Makes me wonder about the drop rates. Oh, there's a leather. Speak by double. Maybe I should hit those from the side so that I won't get hit. Then all the drops will be in one spot too. Oh, there's another big hit. Getting knocked off the platform is annoying. And the items falling off the platform is also annoying. many ribbons have I got? 42. Okay, it's not as slow as I thought. Could probably finish this up soon. And then I think that'll be it for today. I'll finish up these quests and hand them all in, and then stop for now. Still, 70 ribbons is a fair bit, gotta say. But it's nice to be able to just do quests again, like, instead of just grinding, because like there's no purpose to it. Doing quests at least makes me feel like I'm actually doing something rather than just getting levels for the sake of getting levels, which I'm basically doing as a quest anyway. But like, it's good to have like a goal and some variety, I feel. Keeps things fresh and a bit more interesting. I never really had this mindset when I actually played Maple. Like, now that I think about it, there's no goal in like any MMO. And like, if I just want to make my character better, I just grind and make money and whatever. So it's really unfun, but for some reason I'm sort of enjoying just stabbing these pigs at the moment. And I'm actually kind of excited to level up to 30 to do the job advancement and get to play with Savage Blow. I also do want to get to level 70 because Assaulter is a skill that Bandit's getting level 70, and it's a really cool skill. It's a sort of a movement skill, but it's also an attacking skill. You do like a forward teleport and like to the nearest enemy, and it would let you go up platforms and you'd like sort of stab through them. So it was really cool. I had a lot of fun with that skill. But yeah, that's not till level 70, and I don't know how much work it would take to get to level 70. But I mean, I've probably played for about as much time as I had yesterday, and I'm like level 16 now, as opposed to like level 10, where I started off last time. So could be a fair bit of work to get to 70. I mean, the XP rate's not that high, it's 2 times, but like, you know, half of like 1 million is still 500,000, so it probably isn't like blazingly fast compared to original Maple. And these pigs really aren't dropping any ribbons. Oh, 53. And to be honest, pigs aren't really the best mob to train on. I'm pretty sure Octopus is the best, because you get the most EXP out of all the mobs around this level. They were level 12, I believe, and the spawn is really good. But again, it didn't matter because you didn't have any. Well, I guess it sort of mattered, but you didn't have any mobbing skills, and if you had mobbing skills, you'd level up so much faster. I think warriors were the only class that had a mobbing skill in first job. They had Slash Blast, but the downfall of that is like Slash Blast was their only skill. Slash Blast and Power Strike, those were their only 2 attacking skills they got in first job, and they had to use them all the way through to third job because they never got any new attacking skill. And I'm pretty sure White Knights, like pages, they didn't get any attacking skills in third job either. They just got like the elemental charges, which would give them like an element on their weapon, and it'd be like a buff. So it was cool, but like you'd still be using Power Strike and Slash Blast, so it's kind of dull. I remember like fighters, or I guess Crusaders at level 70, they would have the combo attack, and Dragon Knights would get 2 skills. They'd get like the Dragon Roar and the stab thing that I was mentioning earlier. But yeah, for a lot of classes, like mob skills were quite rare. Bowman actually, like no matter which Bowman you had, they both had a mob skill at level 30, the second job skill. They would have crossbowman would have, I think it was called Iron Arrow, and it was just like a piercing arrow. So you'd shoot it and it just go through a bunch of enemies and hit them all. So that was cool. And Bowman had arrow bomb, I think it was called, bomb arrow, something like that. And that would just like explode on contact, and it would do like AoE damage to everything around there. So those were all, they both had mobbing skills, and like they were different, but like they were better in different situations. So you know, one wasn't really better than the other. Like I said before, assassins had the Avenger, and that was in level 70. So they only had lucky 7 to use up until level 70. Bandits, they got Savage Blow, but that wasn't a mobbing skill, that was just a single target skill. The mobbing skill came at level 70 as well. What else? Mages had, depending on the mage you chose. On first job, mages only had two attacking skills in first job actually, and they were okay. Like one of them was Magic Bolt, which like is a single target skill, just hits once with magic. Probably the first skill when you just actually get that like does damage, and then after Magic Bolt you could get Magic Claw, which just does two hits of magic instead of one. And that was their other attacking skill, but that was also single target. For multi-target, Ice Lightning mages had one that had like the lightning thing that hit everything around them, so that was cool. Fire Poison, I think they had like this poison mist sort of thing, but it was pretty crap and no one used it. I don't remember Fire Poison mages ever having any like good mobbing until later. What other jobs was there? I think that was all. There were pirates, but I can't remember what the skills were off the top of my head because they were new. I know they had like, well actually, oh, why did I just use a bunch of potions when I recent? Pirates had I think that was my 70th ribbon too. Okay, that didn't take too long. Let's go hand in these quests and wrap it up. Well, I gotta kill the snails too. Whatever, snails are easy. What was I talking about? I mean, mobbing skills. Yeah, mobbing skills were rare-ish back in the day. Now everyone has mobbing skills. I'm pretty sure magicians like Magic Bolt these days does like 1,000,000 damage and hits everything. I think it's like how Arrow Bomb used to be. And everything's got huge range. So definitely fair bit of power creep. What's it gonna do? I kill the snails, that's right. Kill the snails, then head to Koenig. Are there red snails here? Hope so. There's some. Well, I've only killed 20. Could do that. Thankfully it's just kill, not collect. Is there a better map? Red snails? Probably. There's too many monsters here. This Henny hunting ground does bring back the memories though. It's a nice map. Oh man, this map is too big. Doesn't look like there's any snails here either. Oh, there's some. I think I have to go back to Lith Harbor if I wanted to. Actually, doesn't Hennessy's lead to Lith Harbor anyway? And I have to hand in that quest for Olaf, so I may as well just go to Lith Harbor too. And then kill the snails while I'm there. Yeah, that works out alright. Man, this map is so big. Like, walking is so slow. I can use this skill and walk like ever so slightly faster for about 10 seconds. But yeah, walking is such a mission, like just getting anywhere. This is why I've been taking the taxi the whole time, just because I didn't want to walk this stupid pass, because they take like forever. I mean, which sort of brings me back to what I was talking about before, about how yeah, so Lithaber's to the left and Koenig is up left. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I was talking about before, about how the game was like super slow. You would literally have like so much time, which was good in a sense, because like it sort of forced you to socialize. Like you wouldn't do anything, so you'd just be talking to people, and that's always, I don't know about fun, but nah, not there. Yeah, I don't know about fun, but it's, I guess it gave you the opportunity to interact with people, which, you know, you may or may not want. These days, like, there isn't, I mean, there's a lot of party quests and stuff, but I feel like a lot of the old interaction you used to have isn't really there anymore. Where are the snails then? Take it around the beach 3. Does that mean there's 2 more? Take it around the beach 2. There aren't even any monsters here. There better be red snails next map. Okay, good. Coming to Lithaber was the right choice. I'll kill red snails and use their snail shells to kill more red snails. I mean, if they had a 100% drop rate of red snail shells, you could like infinitely use 3 snails to kill snails, which would be pretty cool. Okay, 7 more snails. I think I've killed all the snails on this map. Or the red ones at least. Let's find some more. There don't seem to be any. I think I just saw one. Okay, it's just one. There's really no red snails. They're not supposed to be a rare mob, why is it so hard to find red snails? How many more? Can't see that number. The background's too bright. 16. So 4 more. Maybe the next map will have some red snails. Yes. It's a lot of snails actually. One more. Got him. Okay, that's all my quests done. Let's go hand them in. Hopefully get like 3 levels up. Be a bit unfortunate if I didn't level up even once. That'd be kind of sad after doing all of these quests. So I believe I've got to hand in one in Lithaber, and then hand in some at Nautilus, and then go back to Koenig City afterwards. So So let's find Olaf first. I can probably do the jump quest. Maybe I'll save that for next time. Actually, since I'm in Myth Harbor, I may just hand in Olaf's quest and then do the jump quest next time, and then hand in the quest afterwards. Okay, big heads. Okay, pills. Okay, that's not bad, but that's not what I wanted. But whatever. Here's the jump quest, Pink's flower basket. Yes, I will get them. Thank you. Do I have to talk to him to take me to the place? I have to go to Sleepywood? Oh, whew, that's far. Okay, whatever. Since I don't have to do it in Myth Harbor, I can come back here. Then from Koning, I believe I can get to Sleepywood. So I head to Koning, hand in my quest there too, and then wrap up for today. Here's the kitchen. Finish your quests. 1300. Great. Actually, 1300 is not even that much. I need 11,000, so it's like a bit over 10%. 1300 again. Yeah, I didn't even get one level, damn. That's unfortunate. Truth behind the black. Who asked me to do this? Maybe it was the guy downstairs. Yes, it was. $400. Report to my ADC inventory is full. No, it's not. You're a liar. Maybe he wants to give me more than one thing. Miscellaneous classes. I don't think I need these anymore. Okay. Report it to the guy in front of the navigation room. I said I was gonna wrap up and I just started more quests. But this quest should be quite straightforward. Just hand in the thing and I'll be done. Okay, I won't do this quest if it's anything non-trivial. Okay, I gotta kill the Black Magician's Disciple. I'll do that next time. I think for now I'll just head back to... actually no, I'll stay here. I'll stay here, do that quest before I go to Koning. Yeah. Okay, that should be all for today. Thanks for hanging around again. It was good fun. Let's play again soon.